A discovery recently made deep within ancient India has rocked the historical and scientific communities alike. Although reminiscent of many other ancient rock paintings I have previously shared found globally, such as the astonishing 8-mile-long prehistoric rock art found long ago within the Amazon, all created using red ochre and displaying things we simply cannot explain. This newly made ancient discovery, however, is unquestionably something which is particularly special. Found in Chhattisgarh and dated to some 10,000 years old, the artworks depict in detail not only alien craft visiting our planet, but appears to be a record, a timeline of this miraculous event, clearly depicting an alien visitation from the skies. UFOs seemingly opening above tall, strange, yet incredibly detailed depictions of strange beings which drench the ancient walls of this remote corner of India. With the Times of India even revealing that those now involved in the project have reached out to none other than NASA to ask for them to also get involved in the examination of the discovery. It must be noted that NASA has indeed been claimed in the past to have played leading roles in not only studying certain developments and objects, but have been equally accused of subsequently being involved in the cover-up of these objects' existences. Could we be looking at some of the most compelling evidence of ancient extraterrestrial visitation to our planet ever discovered or documented? I will, of course, keep you all posted on any further developments and indeed what NASA decide to tell the public about this discovery. It is a mystery which I find highly compelling. Whilst perusing the internet in my ritual search for remnants of a now lost, yet once highly sophisticated global civilization, I stumbled upon one such a fascinating enigma, one which I thought you may too find compelling. Found hidden in a location deep within Sri Lanka, a strange circular and quite possibly artificially constructed outcrop can be found. Peculiar rings of vegetation grow within its center, creating the appearance of the many possible ancient trees we recently covered on the channel. However, when one begins to dig deeper into what this strange formation could be, they are confronted with the most peculiar of tales. Located some 27 kilometers from Mahaoya, along the Manampatiya Road, in a place known as Kandagama, with this mysterious object becoming known as Alien Mountain, or intriguingly, the Stargate of King Ravana. Previous independent investigations of the site have also made strange connections with this place, and another peculiar prehistoric artifact we have indeed explored here upon our channel in the past. Found very nearby, thus indeed possibly connected, this faded, seemingly insignificant symbol is called the Sakwala Chakraya, the Stargate of Ranmasu Uyana, an ancient upart of possible significant importance. Situated in a little place known as Anuradhapura, over the years it has been revealed to be that of a cosmographical chart, or more specifically, some form of Stargate key. Countless individuals from a wide array of fields have come and studied the symbol, with nearly all concluding the same, that it once or possibly still some form of key, a key which points to a specific star system far out within the Milky Way. With Alien Mountain itself having many a tale told about it within the local communities involving ancient alien craft, and even the infamous ancient Vimanas of India, long told of within these legends to have once been an ancient landing pad, particularly for the Dandumonara, or the Pushpaka Vimanas said to have once been owned and flew by King Ravana, and that although geologists continue to proclaim it purely a natural formation, these legends indeed disagree, believing that Alien Mountain itself, a completely artificial ancient anomaly, when once built and used by some form of ancient flying craft, and due to the aforementioned star key, which has indeed been found nearby, has also been said to have been the location of an ancient portal. It is clearly a peculiar sight, and one whose appearance did indeed catch my attention with my own suspicion of it having been an ancient man-made structure. Was its flat plateau, as the legends state, once built to allow the operation and launching of ancient flying machines? I will keep you all posted on any further discoveries in, on, or around Alien Mountain. It is a place which I find highly compelling. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to support my controversial research here upon YouTube. Thank you.
Throughout the last few years, the speculation regarding an engraving, now commonly known as the Stargate of Ranmasu Uyana, has been circling within certain fields. Known locally as Bawa Chakreya or the Sakwala Chakreya, it is hidden upon a boulder at the Royal Goldfish Park, sandwiched between Tisawiwa and the Isuramanaya rock temples at the World Heritage Site of Anuradhapura, Sri Lanka. It is not only a unique artifact, but as mentioned, a symbol believed by many to be a key to a portal. Sakwala Chakreya, which translates to universe cycle in Sinhalese, is a large circle comprised of 7 concentric rings. Lines are drawn vertically and horizontally, cutting the chakra into quadrants. Parallel lines divide the circle vertically into 10 strips, varying in width from 3 inches to 9 inches thick. Many have interpreted the patterns as figures resembling umbrellas, bows and arrows, kites, wavy lines, and cylindrical shapes, with the outer ring depicting marine animals such as fish, turtles, and seahorses. Quote, "When compared to the other carvings from the same period, they nearly always depict vines, swans, and the lotus, all of which typical of Buddhist iconography. The chart itself, however, is without religious context, making it an anomaly and leaving it without any obvious explanation as to why it should exist or indeed its real age," said Professor Raj Somadeva, Senior Professor of Archaeology at the University of Kelaniya, Sri Lanka. The first academic notation of the chart's archaeological importance was by H.C.P. Bell, a British civil servant appointed as the first Commissioner of Archaeology for ancient Sri Lanka or Ceylon. Bell made a description of the chart in 1911, where he concluded that, quote, "This ancient map of the world is perhaps the oldest in existence, and is of quite extraordinary interest, its presence testament to the antiquity's astronomical lore." End quote. Although the chart does not resemble modern maps, Bell wrote that it depicts, quote, "an old-time cosmographical chart illustrating in simplicity the notions of the universe." End quote. According to the BBC World, quote, "eagle-eyed tourists have remarked on parallels between the chart and Anuradhapura and similar sites in other countries that are believed by some to be stargates, ancient gateways through which humans could enter the universe. Their theory goes that the chart holds the secret code for unlocking the portal." End quote. We find the Sri Lankan Stargate highly compelling.
We've covered many ancient, perplexing, unexplained sites which can be found all over the world. Astonishing achievements located far within Earth's history, many still baffling those who study them even to this day. Possible ancient kings with unimaginable wealth and power, using as yet unknown technologies to create ancient sanctuaries, capable of sustaining their once flourishing civilization. Perched upon precarious ledges, even upon the tops of mountains, it is not only the construction techniques which evade modern explanation, but on many occasions, how these ancient people built such structures at such hostile locations is equally challenging to the brain. Located within the northern Metalai district near the town of Dambulane in Sri Lanka is a stone monolithic settlement perched high above the jungle, its stone ruins and ancient sculptures displaying the weathering of countless millennia. An ancient rock fort which is undoubtedly a testament to these ancient people's miraculous capabilities. Known as Sigiriya, or the Lion's Rock, it is an astonishing structure built atop an enormous rock formation, towering some 200 meters into the sky. According to academia, Lion's Rock was constructed within the last 2,000 years. However, future, yet little discussed archaeological exploration realized many remains and artifacts which date back far before this initial hasty dating, strongly suggesting an original origin far earlier in history. About halfway up the side of the rock is also the astonishing gateway in the form of enormous lion's feet. Above these would have been everything a small royal entourage would have needed to live a life in luxury and virtual safety. The question is, who were the first inhabitants of this gigantic rock fort? Who or what were they hiding from so far up in the sky? And most importantly, how did they build it? Interestingly, many sites around the world display extremely ancient and extremely amazing stoneworking. Some of these remnants appearing to have been formed through some sort of melting, rather than having been carved, and Lion's Rock indeed possesses some of the same astonishing traces. An astonishing fort, one which still displays the enigmatic ledge gardens also still visible within ancient Peru, and even a constructed man-made lake atop the rock. The site is rarely visited by the 1.8 million tourists to Sri Lanka, or even the native population. However, as the evidence mounts to suggest the existence of this highly advanced group of builders, such sites are becoming more and more of interest every day. Thanks for watching, guys, and until next time,